another episode of Presence Practice with Poonam and Parker. Hey Poonam, how you doing?
Doing good. How are you, Parker?
I'm doing pretty well myself in this very present moment. Maybe it would be a good time to introduce my co-pilot. This is Kumar, and he is doing his frequency holding at the moment. Hey Kumar. So today's topic, let me fix my screen. Today's topic is approaching the pain body with friendliness. And we'll do a breathing into our hearts meditation. So what is the pain body? What is the pain body? If you're not familiar with Eckhart Tolle's term, the pain body, he defines it as an accumulation of all the pain and negativity from past emotional hurts. So it's like an accumulation. So if you've ever looked at been to the Grand Canyon and looked at the side of the walls or looked at a tree, you can see that there's or the salt tables as they come up, you can see that it just layers over time. If there's nobody coming to disidentify or dislodge it, then it builds up over time. And so every time we experience something, our pain body goes and lays another layer onto this. It's almost like an entity. Like imagine that it's like a entity that's living in us, and it's being woken up again and again. And our response can be tears, rage, deep despair, long-term depression in some cases. So we suffer all our lives, and we think that is normal. It isn't. It's our insanity. And sometimes when I sat with someone and they're having a pain body episode, but they're disidentifying from it, or I notice that they have an awareness that their mind is very busy, they're able to say the thoughts that they're thinking, right? And then it moves from the story about it. Now we're over here to the guilt and shame because we still having these things. And so Eckhart says that any emotion that we don't sit with, that we don't face directly, that we don't move into, it's coming back again. So if you look at the stories that are most frequent, that come into your mind, we look at them as they come into our minds, and we say this one's coming. Then it's attached to patterns. That's how it manifests. But it's attached to a pain body of some story that we haven't fully disidentified from, or maybe it's more than one story. We may have many different stories, but you'll notice that there might be a theme. We're either the victim of the story, oftentimes a martyr to the story, or a hero in the story. We'll give ourselves a role in it, but it's just a story. It's just a story. It's just a story. That story that we're telling from yesterday is over, and we can drop it right now. And so what's left, if you've dropped the story already, what's left is just this accumulation, this pain body. And so what we can invite in is a friendliness for the pain body. We take friendliness with us, with curiosity. So one of the reasons why our mind tells us that we're running from the pain body is because it's so painful. We just want it to stop. But we're freeing it. We're going to go and free it. And it takes some love and friendliness. Imagine if there's a house fire and you need to free somebody, and you're moving with love. You're not thinking about that you have courage, right? you somewhere innately know that you can move towards it, and that you can you may be able to free it if you just apply some attention. So you take friendliness and love and kindness as you move into where the pain body is showing up in your body. Recognize that the thoughts that brought us here, right? The quality of those thoughts. We recognize the situation, and you may need, who knows how, what you may need to do, what the body will call you to do to release it. You may need to scream. You may need to cry. You may need to go out and do running, or get on the yoga mat, or do some deep breathing. And when you take that friendliness, that loving curiosity in with you, then it's pervasive around the pain body, and then you're able to hear what it needs to release. So do you want to add anything to this topic, Poonam, of friendliness with the pain body?
I think your guidance is accurate, because I remember last year I had some kind of resistance that I could feel, and all I did was put on my meditation music and sit with the experience, and then I felt like a whoosh of energy, like at hour number 1. It's sometime like at 45-minute marks, like maybe I had moved to more stillness, right? And I felt a whoosh of energy leave me, and I've never felt that ever again after last year. So I know that was some kind of, maybe that remnant of pain body that left the body. And I think even Eckhart, either in A New Earth or The Power Now, he says that a lot of the spiritual thought leaders once had a heavy pain body. That's how we use the alchemy of the pain body to transmute into presence.
Yes, it's the beauty of it is that there's so much expansion to be had. So if you're like a balloon that's contracted all the way down, and now you're freed up, right? It's completely freeing. It's a beautiful experience. I too have lots of pain body experience, and that the way of the cross was the way for me and so many people, the way of suffering. So when we move into and we liberate that, I hesitate to say that this is what you get back, because I don't want to add another storyline to anyone's head that now you're going to go do something. We're going to go seek something out, or seek a more peaceful experience. When we move with curiosity, we're not asking it to go away. I'm curious, now go away, right? We don't want to have any of that seeking to go and liberate and have this expanded experience, because, you know, there'll be another contraction. It is what is. But but to liberate this in the present moment, bringing all of your energy, all of your attention, all of it back in, and giving all of that energy and focus where that entity, where the pain body is showing up in our bodies. I've had some people tell me that they can sense their pain body in their thighs, which is interesting, because there's a lot of yogic tradition about what is stored in our thighs, or our hips, where our lower energy center, they call it the lower triangle down here, right? So, and notice where there's contraction. The present moment can free us of the pain body, just chipping it away bit by bit, just being present. We don't need to sit and analyze it. We're not giving it totally focused attention. We have a general attention in the present moment, sitting quietly in our skin, and slowly it dissipates. It dissipates because either there's a deep realization of the insanity of holding on to it, or because we just generated enough presence practice, enough presence, not practice, but power. We bring it all in. There is a powerful